Pope John XXIII is remembered as the pope who convened the Second Vatican Council in 1962. But in that same year, he also intervened in the Cuban Missile Crisis as the world was on the brink of nuclear war. After praying the Angelus, Pope Francis noted the similar circumstances of the world today to those faced by the Italian Pope as the threat of nuclear war grows from the war in Ukraine.
A proposito dell'inizio del Concilio 60 anni fa, non possiamo dimenticare il pericolo di guerra nucleare che proprio allora minacciava il mondo. Perché non imparare dalla storia? Anche in quel momento c'erano conflitti e grandi tensioni, ma si scelse la via pacifica.
Vatican journalist Fausto Gasparroni wrote a book with Nina Fabrizio on the Pope's efforts for peace. He explained that John XXIII's public appeals for peace, rare for a pope at the time, and the private messages he sent to both U.S. President John F. Kennedy and Russian Premier Nikita Kruschnev played a role in bringing the crisis to an end.
This message breached Krushnev's line of sight, who, we can say, influenced also by the Pope's appeal, decided to turn around the ships carrying these missile implants, and the crisis then ended at that moment.
John XXIII's actions set the precedent for popes to intervene in preventing nuclear conflict, one which Pope Francis continues to develop today.
Pope
Francis
strongly feels his legacy, in particular on this topic, on which John XXIII wrote his historic encyclical Pacem in Terris, where in one passage which remains famous and provoked much conversation, he practically put the concept of just war on the shelf with regard to nuclear weapons.
Pope Francis has taken the Church's hard line against nuclear weapons to even greater lengths, stating that their mere possession is immoral. In the context of the war in Ukraine, he's also prompted questions on the Church's teaching on just war theory.
The current Pope has also said that the concept of just war must be revisited, and in his latest statements he has granted the possibility of a country to defend itself when it is attacked or invaded. Of course, always in the context of limited use of conventional arms that don't go beyond use for defense.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has threatened to use nuclear weapons if other nations intervene in the war in Ukraine, prompting Pope Francis to be one more pope in history caught in the midst of nuclear tensions.
Good news from Rome Reports. This month, we reached 300,000 subscribers on our English YouTube channel. Thank you so much. If you are still not subscribed, you can do so by hitting the red button below.